we're going to use every top reasoning model to try to determine who's going to win the Super Bowl. So we're going to use ChatGPT 01, DeepSeek R1, Google Gemini 2.0 Flash Thinking Experimental, and Claude Opus. And we're going to provide them the entire season data for each team and see what they think will be the winner of the Super Bowl. So had a little bit of trouble right off the bat with Claude. The test here was to just give it a simple part of the data and ask it. So what I did was I gave, like, for example, just this one table, and then I said, what's the rank offense in touchdowns for passing? And all three of them were able to answer it, and then Claude could not. So O1, the Google Flash Thinking Model, and also DeepSeek R1 could all pretty much pull a simple piece of information from a table and answer the question, and then Claude gave the wrong answer. So it seems that it's actually not possible to paste in table text and get a proper answer from Claude. So what I've done instead is actually create a document in Google Drive with all the stats, and I'm hoping Claude Opus will actually work that way. Don't know for sure, but we're going to try it out. We'll leave Claude for last, and we'll go ahead and start with one that's more likely to work. Let's start with ChatGPT 01 here. So the prompt, I'm going to go ahead and just put it in. The prompt has pretty much, I need you to examine some data to make a prediction of who will win the Super Bowl 2 days from now. I'll provide the statistics for the two teams competing, Eagles and Chiefs. I need you to compare the statistics, determine who is more likely to win. Please provide a % chance also. Lastly, provide a short list of the key reasons you made the conclusions you did. And I'll be separating the data with $3 signs. So we'll start with, looks like this is Kansas City Chiefs data, and I'll put that in first, and then I'll do $3 signs, and I'll put in the Philadelphia Eagles data, and I'll go ahead and just hit enter, and let's just do a quick time on it, figure out how much time it's going to take. I can tell you already it's taking significantly more time than some of the other models are going to take. So Philadelphia Eagles, 60% chance. So let's go ahead and log that over here. Eagles are the winner with a 60% chance. Okay, and that took about 22 seconds or so. All right, DeepSeek R1 we can do next. Let's see if I can just copy my entire prompt or not. It's going to be tricky. So I'll go ahead and do the prompt again here. All right, copying the prompt, coming over to DeepSeek. We're using Replicate to run DeepSeek. And I'll put in the data for Chiefs first, just like I did in the other one. And then I'll do $3 signs and put in the data for the Eagles here. And we'll click run. Going back to the top so we can see what it's up to here. Now, DeepSeek shows you more of a thinking process as it goes along. Can show you exactly what it's thinking. Eagles might have more momentum. Oh, wow. Okay, so Philadelphia Eagles, 60%, Chiefs, 40%. This is against what the odds are currently, but it didn't give a final answer yet. It's still thinking, I believe. Or did it? So okay. So when you see the close tag for think, that's when it's done thinking and it's giving its final answer. So its final answer before the explanation is just 60% Eagles. All right. And that was a little bit longer than I expected, maybe around 50 seconds or so. 60% Eagles. Wow, that kind of same. Well, a lot of people say that DeepSeek R1 or DeepSeek's models in general really are ChatGPT models. So maybe I shouldn't be surprised that it gave the same answer, literally the same answer as ChatGPT. That's interesting. All right, so let's go to Google now, and we'll give it the same prompt. As you can see, this is Flash Thinking Experimental 0121. Take prompt out. First, we're putting in the Chiefs data. And now we're going to put in the Eagles data. And let's run. So looks like this is its thinking here. Did it finish? So I hit stop. Okay, yeah. That was super fast, way faster than the other ones. Wow. Okay, so Eagles at 55%, Chiefs at 45%. This is not what I was expecting. Eagles 55%. And it did that like wicked fast. So this one actually times itself 9.2 seconds. 9.29 seconds. All right, so lastly we have Claude Opus, and I don't have a whole lot of hope here based on our earlier failure. So for this one, I guess what I need to say is I have provided the data for both teams in the attached Google Doc. All right, let's see what happens here. Had to get the subscription just for this exercise, so hopefully I can win the bet, and hopefully I can win the bet on the game and actually pay for the subscription. Pondering, stand by. Okay, standing by. Thank you for the request to analyze statistics and predict the Super Bowl winner. Oh, geez. So it says that it cannot read the Google Doc. It says the Google Doc does not contain any content. Anthropic, you're not looking too keen here. So what I can try to do just to try and get an answer from Anthropic, I mean, so just to illustrate the problem, let me just go ahead and just illustrate the problem here. I'm going to paste in this table here, and I'm going to say Kinney. I'm going to say how many first downs did Kinney have? Yeah, okay. 1D, yeah, first downs, okay. By the way, I know absolutely nothing about sports. Based on this table, how many first downs did Kinney have? And I'll just paste it there. And you can even tell just by looking at this, it looks like it didn't paste in properly. So let's see here. First downs. So it looks like it actually got that right. So it didn't fail this time. So this time I'll just go ahead and give it everything and we'll see what it comes up with. I just don't really trust it because I asked it a simple question earlier and I pasted it in a table and it didn't answer it correctly. It didn't answer the very simple question correctly. So we're going to try to go ahead and just give it the same info here. All right, $3 signs. All right, so we'll start. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember which one we started with. I think we start with the Chiefs. And then I think we do the Eagles. Whoa, what just happened? It just pasted to here? That's weird. Okay. That's really weird. Okay, and then for the Eagles, I'm going to recopy the entire page and paste it in. It looks like it almost made its own file. Yeah, so let's see if this works. I've never used Claude before. I have no idea what it's doing with all this. It does look like it might be reading the data though. It's just this weird splash sign. Wow, 60%, 60/40. This is actually breathtakingly similar from model to model. But here's the issue. It looks like, so once again, I know nothing about sports. I've never bet on a sports event before, but I think people are predicting that the Chiefs are going to win. So, like, once again, never bet on anything before. So when I click Eagles, it looks like betting $100 would yield $200. But when I click Chiefs, betting 100 would yield 183. So it looks like AI is making a different prediction than what the general public is. So I forgot to time it, and it doesn't provide a time, but it was pretty fast. I want to say it was around 20 seconds. Claude Opus, and did it come up with the same answer? 60/40 again. Wow. 60% chance of winning for the Eagles. So I'll go ahead and I wasn't expecting complete agreement amongst the models. So since I did get complete agreement, let's bet enough to make 1 year of Claude Opus since I just subscribed to it. So 1 year of Claude Opus, how much would that be? Simple math problem here. $20 times 12 is going to be $240. Is it what I need to make? So potential win bet. Let's just bet $200. And yeah, I think all I do is click go. That should pretty much do it. You see how much I know about sports betting. All right, total bet 200, potential win 400. Let's do it. Let's go. Boom. All right, go to my bets. All right, we'll see if AI winds up properly predicting the Super Bowl winner. It's possible that there's some kind of conspiracy and they'll just make sure that whoever Taylor Swift is rooting for actually wins anyways.